All right, you guys, here we are. Check it out. Just picked up the WATERPORT 8-gallon self-pressurizing vehicle-mounted water tank. I'm trying to get the cruiser prepped here for Baja this year and waiting on Kyler to come pick up that truck. So anyways, got quite a bit of prepping and outfitting to do onto the cruiser. I'm rearranging where I mount the max tracks. I do only have 2 max tracks. I probably should upgrade and get 4, but they were on the other side over here. I had to make room for the Illuma box, the Alu box, which is super sick. But I did just recently realize that this thing makes a perfect spot to put your shovel. So got that, got the front runner gas cans to get mounted up here. A whole mess of gear. But most excited about this video today is about this little unit. Let's talk about what all is included in the kit. Lots of good videos. That dude right there, he's got some pretty good videos on YouTube showing how it's used, how to operate it, and everything that comes in the kit. But for our purposes here, we'll just show you what all comes in it. Got a nice little brochure. A lot of guys are using these smaller ones. These smaller ones have been out for a long time. Maybe there's not. 90 days. Seems like it should have a year-long warranty, but got the mounting brackets, which is going to be kind of convenient the way they've got that cleverly designed so that you can have some options on how to mount it. A 16-foot, I believe, long coil hose, a cool black colored water shower spigot. You know, it's all plastic, no metal on it, but quick disconnect with O-rings. About what you would find at the garden center at your local hardware store. All the hardware, and some of these washers do have rubberized rubber and metal to give you some cushion. You got a nice shut-off valve here, which is going to go onto the bottom, and a quick disconnect and release for filling up the tank. I don't know how much I'll end up using the hose to fill up the tank. I suppose quite a bit, but initially I was just planning to fill it up through the fill nozzle, the fill port over there. So that's pretty much all the parts and pieces. Coming around this side here, you've got your pressure, so you can hook up your bike pump, or I do have the onboard air, the ARB compressor for the lockers, so I always have air that I can just kind of apply to that. Chow Care's YouTube channel is pretty sick. He's got a neat little regulator that he rigged up. Shows you all the parts breakdown of how to install a regulator on here so you can just keep it connected to your compressor, which is really nice. His is a little bit of a smaller one of these, but same principle. You got your vent pressure relief valve, 40 psi max. It should blow off the pressure, and then a nice little port there. So once I get this thing mounted up, we'll talk through what's going on with it and how to use it. But real quick, this is the base of it. Nice aluminum insert nuts. And yeah, another option that they do sell is a hand pump cap. So that'll help you keep it pressurized if you don't have any other onboard air. But this was key right here, potable water. So we talked to you about why I chose this thing and how it's kind of a pain to get it. So they say it fills up in 2 minutes to full pressure, Schrader valve included. For manual pressure, all platform style racks, and safe for drinking water. That is key right there. In preparation for Baja 1000 race 2021 this year, I'm taking my truck down. It's my first time taking it down. Last year I drove my GS Adventure motorcycle down there and hung out with the Kangaroo racing team, but this year I decided to take my own truck. So it's mostly prepped, but I was struggling with trying to figure out what I was going to use for potable water, because I've got a couple of 2.5 gallon blue jugs that I've used for different things here and there. You can get those for $7 or $8 at Walmart, and they work. It's just a matter of where do you put it. Do you put it inside Do you put it on the roof rack? What do you do? There's several different options of cans for canned water and this and that. I wasn't really concerned with a shower per se. I really didn't buy this specifically for the sake of having an onboard shower. However, that's super key. I mean, we're going to be spending some time down on the beach in Baja and wherever else we go, and the ability to have a shower right on board is going to be, you know, super nice. But I had looked at this one and then the Road Shower company, I think, started out as an independent company and then was bought out by Yakima, and they seem to make some pretty nice showers. However, there's tons and tons of videos on and forums and comments to read about people's impressions with them. But I'll tell you, if one had been available for me to purchase, I probably would have went with that and dealt with it, because it's aluminum and they got the nice channel mounts on this one of the sides and on the bottom. And if one had been available, I probably would have bought it over this one. They come in four 3.8 gallons, 4 gallons, 7 gallons, and like a 9 or 10 gallon one. So I was gonna go with the midway one. This here being 8 gallons, you know, is actually pretty cool. It's nice the way that it's how wide it is, so you don't have to have it so long. So yeah, I was actually surprised what it is. It's almost like it's, I mean, you look at it, you would think that it's just kind of a flimsy plastic design, but this thing is sturdy as hell, dude. It's heavy enough that it feels like aluminum, coated in a bed liner. But you know, you've got your seams and stuff here, so it's probably made out of plastic, but it's heavy duty. It's super heavy duty. So anyways, having the ability to have drinking water, storable drinking water on board for, you know, a day or two away from town here and there on this particular trip was the main factor for why I went with a rooftop tank. Some of the reviews say Outdoor Gear Lab does an awesome freaking review. I use their website for choosing all sorts of gear, and they compared this to the Road Shower along with a whole bunch of other shower options, and this one apparently doesn't get hot for a hot shower as quickly as the other ones do. But you know, I primarily wasn't even going to be using it for showers. I was going to use it for storage, water storage. So I figure I'll probably top off my drinking water bottles from here in the morning before it all heats up. So anyways, 2-for-1 kind of deal. Super stoked on it, and it seems to fit up there pretty nice. I test fitted it up there. So let's get this thing mounted, and here, let's take a look at the way these brackets work before I put the time into getting those things all dialed in there. But you've got some options here, and according to the videos I watched on their website, you know, it'll support itself significantly, adequately, I should say, if it's just got two, whether it's here and here, here and here, whatever your case is. But the clever thing is the way they design that is it enables you to flip it this way, and there you go. And you got 4 bolts there and 4 bolts there. So on this particular front runner roof rack, just on the test fit up there, if I don't lift it off of the crossbars a little bit, then this back knob here this back nozzle is gonna interfere with the lip of the rack itself. So we'll get this thing mounted up, and we will, I suspect that that's going to be just to the right height. It looked like it needed about 1/2 inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch, and it'll clear just fine. So I think it's going to work out just good.